Hi, and welcome to a new episode of IMO In My Opinion. I'm Alika Hope, and for this segment, I'm here with Dana and Alicia, and also Patty Hallberg, who is the CEO of Girl Scouts of Central and Western Mass. Welcome, Patty.
Thank you.
So all three of us were Girl Scouts, just so you know. And we're very excited because we hear that it's the 100th anniversary of Girl Scouts in the U.S.
It is on March 12th, 1912. Juliet Gordon Low started the very first Girl Scout troop in Savannah, Georgia. 18 girls.
Wow.
And they went from 18 girls to now we have 2.3 million girls in Girl Scouts with almost 1 million volunteers supporting those girls.
So there's a number that you told me about. 10% of all girls are Girl Scouts?
Across the country, 10% of all girls ages 5 to 18 are Girl Scouts. Here in Central and Western Massachusetts, it's 11%. So we reach a lot of girls, and we work really hard to give them opportunities to help them grow and to help them discover who they are and where they want to go.
That's great. And the Girl Scouts are a really powerful organization. We were just talking about how 2/3 of the women in business and leadership positions, in governmental positions, were at one point Girl Scouts.
Yes, it's an amazing statistic actually when you think about 10% of all girls are Girl Scouts, and yet 2/3 of the leaders of this country in politics and science and government were Girl Scouts. And I think it really speaks to the leadership qualities that Girl Scouts works to bring out in girls.
So what kind of events and celebrations are happening for this anniversary?
We're having all kinds of celebrations, but our big event, which we're calling the big event, is May 5th, and it's going to be at the University of Massachusetts at Amherst at the Mullen Center. And we've taken over the entire Mullen Center, and we've got all kinds of different activities, from hands-on science and learning activities to climbing walls and a big dance tent. And an astronaut coming. Katie Coleman is coming to speak to the girls. It's really important, I think, and one of the things that we really try to do is to show girls women in positions that they might want to be in. You know, you can't be what you can't see. Exactly, you have to see it. And so every opportunity that we have, we like to show girls women who are, and show them that you could be that.
Now this event is open to, you don't have to be a Girl Scout?
No,
okay.
Absolutely not. Anybody
Ages?
can come. Anybody can come.
And the ages?
The ages for the Girl Scouts are ages 5 to 18. Basically while you're in school from kindergarten through 12th grade.
And what are some other things? Everyone knows about the cookies.
Of course.
That's the universal.
I just bought 5 boxes myself.
But what are some other things that would help people who don't know that much about what happens in Girl Scouts to know a little bit more?
Well, first let me talk a little bit about cookies, because a lot of people do know about cookies for us. You think of Girl Scouts, you think of cookies, and you probably think of camping.
I did.
But yes, you
Camp
told
Bonnie
me,
Bray.
Camp Bonnie Bray. But cookies is so much more than girls selling in order to raise money. Cookies is the world's largest girl-led program in the world. Wow. It's an entrepreneurial program where girls sit down and they decide what their goals are. I just met with a troop in East Hampton, and they sold 10,500 boxes of cookies. Is one troop of girls.
Hampton.
In East Hampton.
Congratulations.
Let me tell you about it.
And these like a huge city.
No. And these girls, how did they do it? They did it because they sat down and they said, what do we want to do in our Girl Scout experience? Well, you know what they want to do? There's a huge 100th anniversary program being held in Washington, D.C. There are girls from every single state coming to Washington, D.C. They think it's going to be somewhere around 250,000 girls singing in the mall in Washington, D.C. Well, this troop decided they wanted to go, and they need to take a certain number of adults in order to have the right ratio. So they figured out they have to raise X amount of money.
Using that math.
Yes, there you go. So X amount of money, and how they're going to do that. So they raised all of the money. They're paying for themselves and the adults to go to Washington, D.C. And then on top of that, getting to what's really important for girls is to understand how they can give back to the community and how they can make an impact on the world. It's so important for a girl to understand, I can personally make an impact.
Right.
So one of these girls, we've got little incentive kinds of things where girls can, if you sell a certain number of boxes, then you get X.
You
I
helped with
remember
and
that.
what
I was waiting for that. Oh,
yeah. So one of them is this young lady decided that what she wanted to do was sell enough personal boxes to earn a Wii. Because and I said to her, "Oh, they're so fun, and it's going to be great." And she said, "Well, she said that's great, but what I really want to do is I want to earn a Wii so that I can give it to the children at Shriners Hospital, so that they have something to do while they're there." It's
beautiful.
fabulous.
Yeah,
It's fabulous.
That's beautiful.
And so they're learning so many different pieces. They sang a song for me. They made up all these songs. That was their marketing campaign. They had all these song and dance routines while they were selling. So these girls took the selling of cookies and raised it to a whole new level of learning, of business ethics and money management and goal
Strategic
setting
planning.
and marketing, the whole thing. So, so there's all kinds of different ways to do that. That's just the Girl Scout cookie program. Then there's all different kinds of ways that girls can reach out and get all kinds of new experiences. Girls who've never been to Washington, D.C. are going by the boatload. We're sending 10 full buses ourselves.
Wow.
Just from Central and Western Mass, 10 full buses.
Just the council. Then there's all kinds of troops that are going on their own.
Oh.
Isn't that fun?
I mean, 250,000 Girl Scouts in one
Yeah.
place. I'd like to be there just to see all the girls there
Yeah.
having
It's like
fun.
serious girl power.
It's
Right.
serious girl power. It's serious girl power.
All linked with a common thread. That's
Yes,
beautiful.
exactly. And all looking back at a legacy. 100 years ago, Juliet Gordon-Low had girls outside hiking and camping and learning all kinds of life skills that in 1912 were not something girls were doing. Girls were supposed to stay home and learn their home skills, which certainly are important, but Juliet Gordon-Low thought maybe there was more to it than that.
Like being prepared.
Like being prepared.
And it's interesting because now in 2012, I would venture to say that a lot of girls aren't going outdoors anymore either. They're inside playing video games or texting or on Facebook. And it seems to me that Girl Scouts is a great way to get girls back outside again and get them hiking and camping again.
It is. There's all kinds of camping. Our camp program, we run camps all over our area, and our camp program is open right now. And they get the opportunity. That camping is not only, it's about the outdoors and it's about all these skills you can learn, but it's about coming together with these girls. You know, it's outside of school and it's outside of the neighborhood and it's outside of home. All these different girls coming together and learning from each other. And again, they can't be what they can't see. So if they can see themselves in this environment that's so different, maybe they can be.
Are there scholarships available for girls who can't
There
afford?
are, absolutely. You just need to contact the council, and we do our best to raise as much money as we can to help as many girls as possible go to camp.
And what about if we have a lot of women that watch the show that are mothers or that like to volunteer? Would they get in touch with you if they want to volunteer as a troop leader?
Absolutely. Our website is GS for Girl Scouts, GSCWM, Girl Scouts Central Western Mass, GSCWM.org. And there's all kinds of information there. And contact us because we have so many girls that want to be Girl Scouts. And you can only be a Girl Scout if we can have the volunteers to support them. So it's a big deal for us to find women and men who are willing to be mentors and come out and explore the world with girls. They're going to lead these communities next.
That's right.
We got to help them.
Well, I'd like to thank Patty Hallberg for being here. And the big event is on May 5th at UMass for, in celebration of the 100th anniversary of the Girl Scouts. And also, we want to leave you with one word that I really like this quote. You can't be what you can't see. We'll be back.
There you go.